no, Brother Samuel has.
What happens is, though, I would have to say, in terms of I would have to say that what Amnon did was worse, because you see, with Bathsheba, she went with it willing. She went with it.
No. That's an assumption. That's an assumption. Right? Remember, the king has authority. You cannot refuse the king. He's the king. In that time, you refuse the king, and you know what happened? He can be in big trouble. You understand?
It was similar rape.
Right?
It was similar rape.
Simple. It wasn't really rape, but basically she went with it because he was the king. He has authority. He should have known better. You understand me?
Yeah, but in our modern time now, they said even if you have a wife and your wife refuses, it can be classed as rape.
Yeah, well, yeah. No, in our modern time, that's stupidity. That's stupidity.
That's a lot.
That's stupidity.
It is stupidity.
Right? That's totally away from the Bible, because the Bible tells you differently. Right? The Bible says the only time you shall refrain from intimacy with your partner is with consent. Not refrain, but with consent. Right? So simple. If you have your wife and you tell your wife that you want to lie with her, right? Your wife go out and lie with another man, it's you cause it. Biblically, you cause it to happen, right? It's simple, right? Because at the end of the day, if your wife needs intimacy, then basically, and you refuse, you are the one who's at fault, right? You put her in the position, right? The Bible tells me that the only time a person can refrain is for prayer and fasting with consent. Because some people say refrain for prayer and fasting. That's not what the Bible says. The Bible says with consent, right? So simple. It's not that, me have to pray and fast and, I'm in a business with you. No, we can't. That's not what the Bible says, right? So we have to be very careful, because a lot of people put it that way, right? You can't get up and tell me, your partner, that you're going, me have a pray and fast. So, that's it. No, it's with consent, with my consent, not your consent. It's with my consent. That's what the Word of God says, not me says so, right? Simple.
But possibly that.
Yeah. So
it's like.
Yes,
sorry.
No.
I wanted to just ask whether or not. I know it's probably not in the scriptures, but do you believe that David handled that family matter properly?
David handled it from a humanistic point of view, and basically not according to the laws. Because if it was as Samuel, right, David committed adultery with Bathsheba, and he lived because he was the king. Samuel made a very valid point earlier. If it was anybody else, they would have died.
Yeah.
But because Ammon is the king's
son,
it's the first son.
You understand me? So Absalom did the little justice thing. You see?
Inside the family,
keep it in the family. Just
nudge him off.
Nudge him off in the family. You understand me? Since he wasn't publicly dealt with, then let's just, have a little thing, invite him and just cuff him. You understand me? Keep it in the family, just take care of the matter in the family. Let's see. So, Absalom, have him killed, but, which nowhere was it justified? Yes, I can see from Absalom's perspective, it was justified.
Huh?
Yeah, it was justified. It was his sister. The guy's grieving for his sister, and at the end of the day, think about it.
Remember, Tamar said, "Look, you cannot do this to me because I don't want this to happen in Israel."
Yeah.
Why could he not say, "Look, killing is prohibited in Israel"?
Yeah, well, look, boss. Look, 2 wrongs does not make a right, and I understand that. But look, it's his sister. You understand? It's his sister. The guy's grieving with his sister. You see? So simple, he know that the guy should be put out there and stoned. So at the end of the day, it was all hush-hush in-house. So we just deal them in-house, hush-hush, So, you understand? So wrong don't make a right. The boat thing was wrong, right? Don't get me. The boat thing was wrong, but I'm not blaming Absalom.
Okay.
Right? Simple. Yeah. No.
Okay.
It's my opinion. Or it's not even my opinion. I'm just saying, well, this is my views. I'm not blaming Absalom.
Okay.
I know it was wrong what he did, but the guy, it's his sister, man. Come on. Right. What if David do you see in his daughter Tamar? How is she like Abigail and Bathsheba? What other Bible character does she evokes? Finds a legal basis for her rebuke of Ammon, doubtedly abusive action. Doubly
Yeah.
doubly abusive action, right? Brother Tony.
Well, I suppose it's the fact that even when she was under pressure, she didn't want to obviously break God's commandments. So in her mind, you could see that was the main thing. And also, the way that she was, even in the midst of that trouble, she was still willing to try to come up with a way to help him, even though he was doing something wicked.
Right. Right. How is she like Abigail and Bathsheba?
Negotiator.
Very wise.
Wise negotiator to save his life.
They know
Remember,
the-
she
they know
said
the
to him,
law.
if you ask for me, you can get me.
My father won't hold me from you.
Yeah.
Right? So if
So
you want
she's-
me to be wife, then marry to me.
Yeah. So she
That's it.
she wanted to go through the formality
Simple.
rather than just rushed. Yeah. So I think Abigail did the same thing in what we studied in the previous lesson
That's right.
in saving
That's
Nabal. With Bathsheba now, I can't recall she sort of negotiated.
I didn't see the Bathsheba part.
Yeah,
saw
I didn't see
That's
her
in the
negotiate.
future.
Huh?
It's in the future.
What do you mean future?
It's actually it's later on in the scriptures, so they kind of made a mistake there. The bit where Bathsheba was clever is actually later on in the Bible.
Help me understand that. Sorry, possibly. I don't understand.
Tony.
Bathsheba. Yes.
Quote that scripture for him, please.
Let's define it.
These pause. Yeah, I see that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I see the timber.
It's not possible. It's on, yeah. There's a lot. These women take a lot. That there is epitomizes a lot of good character in the woman in those days. No, it's outside. Yeah, it's outside.
Yeah.
Reverse.
You see, the thing is, right?
Oh, it's outside. It's outside.
To be a Bible person and to be a person basically who a godly person, right, with godly wisdom, it's totally different from just being a person where me don't know one thing, right, and they portray, right, godly characteristics